Good evening, good evening. Hey, there we go. All set. Hey Dan, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm probably up for under an hour, and then I'm going to play something else because I'm nearly finished. I did not quite get finished last night though, so. And I don't know why your chat message is not appearing on the stream. Worry about that later. I've got Metal Gears to destroy. A second, let's do another quick stream check. Yeah, I think we're just missing that one comment and everything else is fine. He says hopefully future comments should show up on the stream. Ah, in fact, there we are. We have Brian just to demonstrate my point. Thank you, Brian. You are the best tester. Hey, all done. Now it's time for some cutscenes. Hello, Olga. Thank you for helping.
So you decided to show yourself.
Olga, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get
Giving it away a bit there,
What
Raiden.
about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
The real charmer is Solidus. Brutal.
Olga!
That sucks.
Enjoy the show, Jack.
Hey, guy. Welcome
Let's
back.
pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it? AI, GW, it's out of control. What?
If it's Street Fighter, Ken is
I'm
Bay.
reading an abnormal impulse
Ken is
cascade
always Bay.
throughout the neural network.
You should play
I
Ken.
can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire.
Ruh-roh.
It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines!
Have you seen Street Fighter Assassin's Fist? It's a 12-part series. We'll talk after all of this, actually. This is a loud cutscene. Yeah, it's a 12-part series that they put out on YouTube. They also did a theatrical release and DVD and whatnot. But it's, you know, Ryu, Ken, and Goku and Akuma's origin story. It's really, really good.
You still have some use.
Maybe we'll just nudge the volume down a touch. Because I know y'all want to hear me more than them. Well, you're useless, aren't you?
Snake?
Bring him in.
I always played as Ken or as Guile. His theme goes with everything, it turns out. Yeah, sure, I'll save. There's only one more piece of gameplay after this. Oh, unless you count the button mash game. But it's probably another 40 minutes before the game's done. Cutscene-orama.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I admit that I underestimated you.
Button mash time.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
So I need a turbo controller.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
There's Fortune and Snake. Ow.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross
Alex
out their
Jones,
names
eat your
one
heart
by
out.
one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you
Everybody's
any
using
different?
everyone.
But your
That's
plan's
Metal
hit a
Gear.
snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
Yep.
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Ha! What?
Exercise.
Ocelot on a
Yes, the
different
plan was
side?
conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel.
It's a real
An
life VR in a
orchestrated
video
recreation
game.
of Shadow Moses.
What?
All of the coincidences
Aims
with the
and
first
the
game.
president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? AIM's own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
Sucks to be you.
Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there.
Maybe I should have.
The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience.
Are we fourth wall
An
breaking again?
instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
Ah, charmer you are
We've
also.
gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now...
You made it too
who
easy,
set free
Snake.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Turns out you can get shot.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you.
Sucks to be
Pure
all.
self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have
And remember,
died
her secret
whenever I
code name
wanted
was
to.
Queen. Drama Queen. Ba-dum-bum-tsh.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Yes, if they have the
Now I
technology.
Your heart's on the right.
They have the technology to block
Waste of
bullets.
metal
Why
magia,
would you not think that
but your
Ocelot
luck's
had it
run
too?
out.
I mean, come on.
This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
No such thing as supernatural, but he is being controlled by the soul of Liquid Snake in his arm. No supernatural at all.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
Just had to believe in the heart of the cards, and she could do it.
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
Go figure.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn!
Not sure why she had to be quite so scantily clad. There's Kojima
Try
for you.
this instead.
No!
Uh-oh. It's time for the arm.
No! No, not now!
Hello, Liquid.
Liquid!
Back so soon?
I've been waiting for this!
Oh, have you now?
It can't be! I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
Sure you have. Makes total sense.
You were inside Ocelot? Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all...
Makes total sense.
I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
Oh, you too.
Do you know where they are? How? Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a
Why did you have a choice in this? Your arm was grafted onto him.
Snake and one big boss.
You saw that happen last time. Why did you think it would be different, idiot?
Time to say goodbye. Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid, stop this thing. Hey, Snake, you coming?
Like he says, there could be only one snake, and then he calls Snake Snake. Even you don't buy into your own bullshit, Liquid.
Snake!
And of course, we need the dramatic snake shout too, obviously. That's Arsenal.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today.
And to
And it
commemorate it,
happened right
we've
here.
crashed Arsenal gear into Federal
We
Hall,
were
New
going to
York.
declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation. Here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is
Hey,
where
Paul.
freedom could have been born.
Yeah, he does, but he also has swords and fires missiles. And has rocket shoes.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, It's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
Yes, yes, we're going to harp on about genes
The data
again,
of
Kojima.
life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out.
Limp dick.
What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort.
You got your first girl last night. Ah, way to go, buddy. How'd that
When
go?
the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered.
Yeah, it should
by
be
other
quicker.
people,
I've
by history.
made a bunch of changes to the stream. It should
The
also be higher
Patriots are
quality
trying to
video,
protect
so
their power,
hopefully things
their
are a
own
little better now.
interests
He
by
says, crossing his
controlling
fingers.
the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots.
Will you?
And liberate us all. And we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Yeah, I got whitelisted to have that on Facebook, and you can do 1080p on YouTube and Twitch already.
Right.
So.
Are you receiving?
Oh, hello.
We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human.
Oh, really?
Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago.
What, did they not
the
clean
White House
it?
was our primordial soup, a base of evolution.
Never heard of bleach,
We
Dettol,
are formed.
anything like that?
We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap.
Magic
if you're
spirits.
immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary
pretty cool,
log
guy.
of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic
pretty
engineering, and in the
cool.
end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized
Someone's been
world,
reading too much Dawkins.
trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right? You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to
I
control
have got
content, but
PS3,
to create
PS4,
context.
I've got a Sega Mega Drive on the shelf down there, and I've got emulators that I can capture that in the Super Nintendo on. I also have a Wii and a Vita and a 3DS.
Look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on
My
new
kid brother's got a
weapons in order
Switch, so
to
next time he
humanely murder
visits,
other
we'll
humans.
Rights of criminals are given
we'll maybe
more
play some
respect than the
Switch
privacy of their victims.
on the stream.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
I am special. What are you talking about?
Only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
This is a long way of saying fake
their own
news.
Small gated community afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information
yeah, Stuart wants me to do a Mario Party
filtered
stream.
out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
Oh, will you?
Is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be
Hard
done
to argue
for
with
that
this
goal.
sometimes.
All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
Supposedly they are
You
doing
fell
an
in love with me
MGS
just
movie,
as you were
Johnny.
meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
Why are you telling me about it? This is the bit I don't quite understand.
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see,
I heard they had David Hayter on board for it, and that's the one that
you.
really matters, I think. Paul, do you mean the chat in Facebook itself, or the chat showing up on the video?
Test of its effectiveness.
That's
The
crazy.
chat showing up on the video
You
should
heard
be
what
about
President
30
Johnson
seconds or
said.
so.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key
Because
to
it has
their
to bounce
supremacy.
through my
The
machine,
objective of this
and then
exercise
through Restream, and
was
then
to
out to
establish
Facebook, so
such a
it's
method.
20 to 30 seconds. And then whatever lag you've got
We
on
used
your end
Shadow
between you and
Moses as a
Facebook.
paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Well, if I would have played Final Fantasy, wouldn't I?
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
So you think Bioshock was original in doing this
There are
plotline?
also reasons behind your selection.
Would you kindly?
Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You
Oh, did the
pretended to be
messages not come
understanding,
through?
to be a gentleman. You never made a
That's
conscious
probably
attempt to reach
Restream.
out to me. The
I
only
will
time you
fire
did
up
was when I
Facebook
gave
so I
you
can
no
keep
choice
track.
but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did
there we go.
everything you were told to.
This is Metal Gear on PS3.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete?
The HD remake.
Not anymore, thanks to
And
Your
yes, they get very
persona,
political. Although I think
triumphs,
arguably
and
MGS1 was
defeats
pretty
are nothing
political
but
as well.
byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise.
I'm not quite sure
Right.
why the global
Take
AI
Solidus
conspiracy
down.
cabal
Think
thing
again. I'm through.
spent
doing
all of
what
this
I'm
money
told.
trying to manipulate a whiny bitch. I mean, come
Aren't you
on.
forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation?
I thought
Our
I was your
beloved
creation.
monsters.
I thought the whole thing was you were
Enjoy
just
yourselves.
manipulating me. Maybe you were manipulating him to manipulate. I don't know.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history.
Monster. Roar.
We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Another needlessly
I claimed
shocking
you for my
revelation.
own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Harsh.
Why? Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix.
Hey, me.
It's time we were both
You've
free.
missed a large amount of plot dump.
I have other reasons.
How come I only get one sword? This is the final fight, yes, and then there's another hour or so of cutscenes.
GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed. Brace yourself.
Bring it, Solidus. I want it. I didn't want that. That was what I wanted. There we go. I remember the controls. Sit down, boy. Ow.
Let's go.
I think plot-wise, the biggest revelation you missed is... So Campbell and Rose are actually AI that are working on behalf of the Patriots. They recreated Shadow Moses. They told people it was in order to create another soldier like Solid Snake, but it was actually just to prove that they could control all of humans. So that's why the plot repeated itself. It's a plot point that it repeated itself. And then we crashed Arsenal gear into the roof of Federal Hall in New York City. Because why not? And we're having a sword fight.
Take this.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's wrong with you?
Ow.
What the? Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
You set me on fire, you prick. Stop, drop and roll. Ow. Ow again.
What's wrong with you?
Ow again.
Is that the best?
It's not. Thank goodness for the body armor. Sit down, boy.
Let's go.
Ow. Let's have some lunch. Oh, and you can't block that attack.
Take this.
There we go. Controller down. We done. I think we got in a good 5 minutes of gameplay in this, what will probably be a 50-minute stream. It's not just that there was a lot of blood, the way that it's sprayed out is very weird. And it made more sense in the original version, which was all polygony and it didn't look quite so silly. And in the HD remake, yeah, not so much. He's fallen down. All he wanted to do was stop the Illuminati. This is what Alex Jones is talking about. Yeah, so the evil arm took over Ocelot and stole a Metal Gear Ray and vanished. He doesn't return in the next game because the next game is set in the 1960s, starring Big Boss, before he became Big Boss. He does reappear in MGS4 though, and technically in Metal Gear Solid 5 as well, but we'll ignore MGS5 because I'm not going to play it on stream. It's too long. And I would have to play Peace Walker for it to make any sense. And Peace Walker's okay, but the controls are like ass.
Who am I, really? No one quite knows who or what they are.
And now here comes Snake to speak for Kojima and explain the themes.
You have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
I don't know, it seems quite important if they're real or not.
There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith.
Is this stream real? Am I real? Am I a figment of your imagination?
What we found
if I am, you need treatment.
It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future.
No, I think it's quite important if you're right or wrong,
kind of
actually.
Ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, Don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
None of this makes any sense, Kojima-san.
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time.
That's a subtle reference to the fact that this game doesn't have multiple endings and MGS1 does.
And what you decide to do with it is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories.
New game plus.
Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Start over, play again.
By the way, what is that?
Start over, play again, collect all the dog tags. Now here comes the dog tag reference.
Dog tags.
Codename Doug. It's not a very good codename. I think people might guess who I am.
Anyone you know?
No. Never heard the name before.
Ooh, Shade Throne, Shade Throne.
I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Yeah, you'll turn into a cyborg ninja who cuts robots apart with a sword, won't you, Raiden? That's your new name. That's your new thing.
They taught me some good things too.
Shit all over me and then do that.
I know.
What are you gonna do, man?
We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it.
I think that plot point gets dropped.
As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
Womp,
What?
womp, womp.
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
But my girlfriend's an AI. I thought we'd established that. And nobody has any idea how she got here, obviously. Nobody's taking a second look at the fact that he's in a skull suit and carrying a sword on his back. I mean, it is New York, I guess, but...
Snake?
No, he's gone.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Bigger question, how are you going to get the handcuffs off?
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
This whole game has been about forgetting your anniversary.
That's it.
The AI was manipulating you so that you remembered and you didn't get in trouble. That's the whole plot. That's my headcanon and I'm sticking with it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us.
We're going back to this
teach
theme
that
again.
To our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Oh, isn't that nice? The two most irritating characters in the game who were dating beforehand are now hooked up again. Whatever. I know I shit on these games all the time, but that's just because it's fun. I do love them, really.
At the stars and the sky up above.
What is that?
Think, what am I made of?
That is an odd emoji that I've never seen before.
Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I walk by myself on the streets below, and
Yeah, I'm not on Twitch enough. I don't know what all the emojis are, or the only channels that I follow are partners, so they have their own. Amazingly, I'm halfway to being an affiliate. Oh, now we're going nuts.
I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend.
I'm sure I should know who they all are, but I don't think I know any of them, so...
Till the end. Out of the darkness, there is no other way than the light leading to yesterday.
And we have to watch the credits, because at the end of every single Metal Gear game, there is a secret twist, because you can never be done with the twists in these games.
That I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Sexy sax solo.
Most things in life are free.
It's just occurred to me that the fact that they're using this song means that I'm going to get copyright claimed to death. But never mind. It's only YouTube. Who cares about YouTube?
A kiss from you.
This is also a dreadful song. Their songs they use for this series are so much better. This one's just unnecessarily croony.
And I cry. Love, do not pass me by. Happy ever.
Yeah, I know. I've paid for this game at least 3 times as well. Because I had it on the PS3. The first time I no, that was 3. No, I had this on the PS3, PS2. I know what I'm talking about. The PS2, and I bought the HD remake for PS3, which is what we're playing right now, and I have the HD remake on PS Vita as well.
I know how good it has been.
Yeah, it was 3. When I got 3, I was doing my I think it was my 3rd year university exams, and it came out, I had a 3-week block of exams and it came out during week 1, so I bought it and put it to the side saying I'm playing this as soon as the exams are done, as long as I do well, as a sort of incentive thing. And then I got it and it was about like 4 PM I got back after finishing all the exams, and then it's about, I don't know, maybe 13 hours or so to finish it completely, and I did it in one sitting. I was ruined. Don't do that.
Looking for way back in yesterday.
Yeah, this is a gaming stream. It's not a watch a movie and occasionally play a game for 10% of the stream at all. See, I've got a controller. It's a game. Ooh, yeah. WoW is WoW's pretty brutal. I never played WoW, but I did play like 11 or 12 hours straight of Destiny Vault of Glass when it first came out, which was an absolute riot because I was with a group of randoms, and there were 2 other Scots, 2 Trinidadians, and someone from Barbados, and we were all into the whiskey or rum, trying to figure out how to do it. It was a good time. We did not finish it though. So nobody understood anything. No, we all understood each other perfectly. But none of us were taking it all of that seriously. I wonder if MetalGearSolid.com still works. I bet it doesn't. Or it just read direct to Konami. MetalGearSolid.com doesn't resolve. What about with dub? Who sets up their DNS servers not to redirect? Yeah, MetalGearSolid.com redirects to Konami MGS5 site. So there you go. But only with dub. They haven't set up the redirect on the root CNAME. Because they are fail. Oh, we have to...
Life isn't just about passing on your genes.
Yeah, you've explained this already, thank you.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA.
At length.
Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard.
See, this is where you find out that Kojima was desperate to make movies, but nobody would let him, so he turned his video games into movies.
These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, But we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
I'll get right on that. Thank you, Snake. Do we get the secret phone call now? It's secret phone call time, surely.
Snake, you there?
There we go.
It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Go figure. 8 hours 24. Save 7 times, continue 12 times. That was all the falling off into the water. 15 alerts, 112 kills, and 11 rations. What's my rank? Tarantula. I always get Tarantula. I think Tarantula is for killing lots of people. New item. Yes, I got a camera. Sure, why not? I'll save. If you get enough dog tags, you get items like the stealth camouflage and infinite ammo bandana and stuff like that. Alrighty, that is Metal Gear Solid 2. I am going to stop and restart the stream so that I can change the game tags. And then we are going to play some Super Mario World. I am going to attempt the Star World levels. And yeah, it's not going to go well. It's really not going to go well. Back in a second.